Hey Minecraft, and it's Forensic here, and can you see anything different? Today we are going to do things a little bit more properly. We are going to introduce the server. This is the survival multiplayer honey server, and for those who don't know, if you are a patron for Iskall85, you can join this server. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, look, winter has properly come. All this snow. This is new since I last logged on. Actually, all of this snow. I wish I'd seen them put it together. I have a feeling it had to do with a lot of snow golems. But let's have a quick look around the shopping district, because there are so many great builds. I can't give credit to all these great builds. Every single one of them is so good. That's the Pantheon. This is the gigantic sheep. The cathedral. I love the cathedral. Look at that. It's so good. The stained glass in this build is just fantastic. Done such a great job. You can see the sword at the back. I just love this so much. Yes, I was right. Snow golems. Hello. I've caught you. I've caught you. Okay. Huge explosion. I love this. Is so cute. This is so cute. Take a look. Yeah, it's Wally. You ready for my Wally impression? Wally. Wally. Eva. Oh, so cute. So cute. Look, I built this. I'm just not in the same league as some people who build. I'm not a great builder. There's the witch hut. Get it? Witch hat? It's got a big hat. It's like a witch hat. Okay, never mind. And look at this. This is probably my favourite build. The creativity that's gone into this. I mean, how often is it that you see a skeleton playing an electric guitar on a jukebox? It's fantastic, and the skeleton, the guitar is just brilliant. And I love the way they've got end rods for the frets, and it's just so accurate. The frets get shorter at the end. I mean, this is so good, so good. Although actually it's a bass guitar because it's only got 4 of those things. Those are called machine heads. I had to think about that. And yeah, the jazz hall, so good. The blimp, I mean, yeah. So yeah, I'm just quite lucky to be playing on a server that's so rich in its builds. So anyway, now that I've introduced the shopping district, let's go back to my base. Let's introduce that. And here we are. So this should be familiar, and we're going to go through it a little bit by bit. So we have got the mob drop, standard, simple, reliable, efficient. It's all functional, no pretty. In fact, you could say that for the whole of this base. It's all functional, no pretty. What else we got? We've got a. Is this broken? I think it's broken. Let's see. Bamboo farm. No, it's not broken. It's just not run for a while. There it is. Let's should we see if we can kick this thing into action? Oh, I need some redstone. Let's borrow something. Oh, this is my ender chest. And isn't it a beautiful ender chest? If your ender chest doesn't look like this, ladies and gentlemen, then you need to do some sorting out. And actually, this has got far too many random shulker boxes in. They should all be different colours, and they should all have different names, and they should all have different things in them. We have got Would You Mind? It's got wood in it. We've got Live and Let Die. That's got die in it. We've got Awesome Box. That's got ore in it. We have got Let There Be Light. That's not really a pun, is it? But that's got light in it. We have got Don't Leave Me Behind, because that's got leaves and stuff. We have got At First I Was Afraid, because It's like the survival box, and if you know the song that goes, at first I was afraid, I was petrified, I didn't know how I could live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights just thinking how you did me wrong. But I grew strong, and I learned how to get along, etc, 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 etc. I will survive, etc, etc. You get the picture. That's my box of dirt. It's keeping on track. And we've got Let It Go, because of Frozen. Let it go, don't hold it back. Okay, you all know that, don't you? This is the Villager Purse. This is the Cobble Box. This is another die box, but hasn't got as many in as Live and Let Die. This is the Well, Stone Me box. That has to be said in an American accent, apparently. That's the Forensic Redstone box. That's the box of iron that I got from a thing. And then Golden Carrots Galore. The GCG box. It's full of golden carrots. So yeah, Ender chest out of the way, done. We were going to send this off. That's the whole reason we went into here. We're going to go in here. We are going to get one of these, and we are going to do that, and then that. I was expecting that to do something. Why didn't it? Oh yeah, because this is pointing the wrong direction. Yeah, I fixed that up wrongly. Okay. But, oh, for goodness sake, I can't remember how observers work. This needs to go over there like that, and then I need to go over here, over here, and then back to here, and then where am I? Where did I go? I went too high. That, like that, and then we're going to do this. Let's try again, shall we? It's going to work this time. Boom. Nice. I love a good farm. Can you tell? So we've got the bamboo farm. And let's follow this going all the way up and all the way across. And then we have got a sugarcane farm that runs every 45 minutes. And actually, so does this, if it was running properly, which I'd forgotten to set the observer correctly. But yeah, both of these farms run every 45 minutes. So I don't want it running all the time because it's too much lag. I don't want to lag out the server. And so yeah, it just runs every now and again. We use a very strange timer over here, which kind of stops things from coming in and out of hoppers as much as they would do otherwise. It kind of goes through here, then it goes into this, and then it goes up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and down and up and down, and eventually this then runs out, and that's the entire one. So you can see how long it takes for like one to go out. This is a great design. I cannot remember where I saw it. I'll have a look, see if I can find it. Leave a description down in the description. And this is my own design, actually. This is a sheep farm, and I mean I don't know if there are similar designs out there because I didn't look. I wanted to design my own, basically. So and it's a little bit over the top. It's a little bit over the top. It doesn't need. Okay, so if I switch this, then it retracts all these observers, and it actually switches the farm off. It stops the hopper minecarts from going back and forth. The idea of this is that all my farms, I want them all to be able to switch off. So the design here means that you can see. Let's go into one of the trenches. Like, you've got all the pistons that retract the observers, which stop everything from running. If you don't have the observers, then you won't be able to detect the grass updating when the sheep eats the grass, and if you can't detect the grass updating when the sheep eats the grass, then you won't be able to use the shears in the dispenser to dispense the to use the shears to cut the wool of the sheep sitting on the grass that's going to be updated, but doesn't update the observer because the observer is retracted. Well, I don't know if that made any sense. But now it's up and it's working, and that sends those off again. So yeah, and we get wool from it. Every line has got 5 sheep in it, and every new line has got a different coloured wool. So yeah, that is pretty full. I might actually turn it off now. It's not the fastest thing, but I mean, it's pretty fast when you consider actually it's all of this that it's producing. Hello, we've got some shears in there. And yeah, lots and lots of wool. That's all the colours of the rainbow. Do you know, I have no idea where brown fits in, so it just went in at the end. We got black, we got grey, we got light grey, we got white. But here at the end we got brown. Who likes brown? No one likes brown. Let's switch this off, shall we? Bing! Okay, so yeah, I'm quite proud of the sheep farm. I'm sure there are other designs out there. Okay, this is another of my own designs. Now, why have I gone and designed a tree farm that looks like this? This thing is appalling. Yeah, this isn't a great design. The sheep farm, I'd be happy. Maybe I'll showcase that design. But I have to see what's out there. But the tree farm that I've designed, don't do it. Don't use it. It's not good. But what it is reliable, because what I've done before is I've used Ilmango's farm, and it relies on some very specific timings, and this doesn't. It doesn't matter if the timings are off with this farm, it's not going to break. And if you have ever used Ilmango's farm, when the timings go off, you'll be very familiar with the sensation of crying, because it takes a long time to fix. It all gets stuck together, and you have to chop it all down, and you've got to rebuild the whole thing, and it's very, very painful. So I wasn't going to do that again, and on a server that's not pure vanilla, this is a paper server, yeah, so I built this instead, and you know, it's okay, it does its job. The other thing about this farm, this server, is that there are no TNT dupers. It's not a thing, not here, no ho. So this farm also just kicks out all the wood, sits here, and then after we've got to the block limit, I go and mine it all down, and it all drops down into here. So I also, on top of that, I built a little stone farm. So here it is, my little stone farm, and I'll show you it running really quickly. You just go like that, and that goes up and down, and pushes the pistons, and then I stand here and I go boop, 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 boop. You get the idea. And now they drop down, and they land into the water stream, and then off they go. So yeah, that's that. Let's turn that off. And oops, I seem to have destroyed a piece of obsidian. Oh well. Crying obsidian. Okay, so now you've seen the melon farm already. It goes back and forth, it collects melons. I get lots of melons. Then the melons go into the composters. Da-da-da. Hello, composters. And the composters then go into my storage system, and I get lots of compost. But it's not compost, is it? It's not compost. It's bone meal. Now, can somebody please explain to me how you get bone meal from melons? Because now I've had a melon. I've had melons in my life, and I have never found a bone in my melon. Let me know if you've ever found a bone in your melon. Just leave a like or a comment and just let me know, because I'd love to know if you find bones in your melons, and that would explain why my melon farm produces bone meal. But hey, So yeah, we've got shulker loaders. We looked at shulker loaders, and I love saying shulker loader. If anyone's watched The Expanse, shulker loader. This is a shulker loader. Okay. We've got bone, we've got bamboo, we've got bone meal, we've got gunpowder, and we have got sugar cane. And then we have the control panel. So, what does the control panel do? Well, that's a really good question. It is made up of a sorting system, and then it gains all of its items through the infinite item stream, TM. The infinite item stream. Well, it's not infinite for arrows, and it's not infinite for the other thing, rotten flesh, because it will eat them. But everything else is infinite. Now, if anything gets in there that shouldn't be in there, it's going to have that 5-minute despawn before it goes away. So, I don't want that because that's extra entities and that causes lag, and we don't like lag. So, so nothing should be fed in here that shouldn't be in here. Now, I think currently sugar can come from the mob drop, and sticks and glowstone, because witches drop those things, and really rarely you do get a witch that drops. But I haven't currently filtered that out because it's a very rare occurrence for witches to drop, so I don't think it's going to be causing too much of a problem. But apart from those things, it should be nothing in here that doesn't get eaten by the sorting system or the lava gobbler. That's a thing now, lava gobbler. So yeah, so we collect bone meal into here, we collect stone into here, we collect cobblestone into here, oak into here, and smooth stone into here. Now, how do we collect smooth stone? Well, we know we collect stone. We've got our stone farm somewhere down there. The stone comes along into here. Actually, well, let's follow it. It comes from here. It goes along here. It goes this way, and then it goes up here. And then it comes into the infinite water stream TM. And ooh, hello, comes around here. So it doesn't get collected by any of these things. Comes along here. Look, we can even see some there. That was a bit of smooth stone. And it comes down into the stone storage. Now, you might be thinking at this point, yeah, I know how storage system works. Okay, that's cool. So here we got stone. But what I can do is I can switch on and off where this goes. So if I switch, this is currently flowing. Now this is how I think about it. The bone meal is currently flowing through. And why is it flowing through? Because I want to feed my tree farm right now. So this bone meal is currently going straight to my tree farm. So I've got it flowing through over here. And then on here, I've got the tree farm bone meal input switched on. Now, I can switch that off. There we go. And that switches the bone meal input off. And as you might be figured out by now, this is the stream that goes to the farm, the tree farm. And it goes down there and into an input that needs bone meal. Okay, so if we wait a little bit, I'm not going to wait a little bit. It'll never happen if we wait a little bit. But if we look at the back of this, you'll see how that works as well. So so at the moment, we have got bone meal flowing through. So you see that redstone block over there? That redstone block is currently not activated. Now if I switch this on, like that, that extends and that blocks that hopper. And that stops that hopper from working. And if that hopper isn't working, then nothing will ever go into it, which means this will fill up my chest. So I've stopped the hopper from working. Nothing's going to fill up there. I allow that hopper to work, and because the hopper below always takes from the hopper above before it puts into a chest, it'll take all the items first before it gets put anywhere, and off it goes into this stream over here. It goes into that dropper, and it gets dropped into this water stream. But it's only going to happen if I switch it off. So let's say I switch that back on, and I switch stone off. Alright, so let's say I switch stone off. The next thing I need to do, if I want this to go to the right place, because at the moment the stone is just going to enter the infinite water stream and go round and round and round and then despawn, which I don't want to happen. So we want to put that into our AFK furnace input. Our stone is now going to go straight to the AFK furnace, which is this way, all the way this way, and down into there. And then it will get converted into smooth stone, which we all know and love. And then the smooth stone, in fact, and the reason why it's an AFK furnace is because it's this tiny little thing. Look, it's only 2 furnaces. So yeah, nothing fills it up too quickly though, so it's still working its way through. It's producing smooth stone, slowly but surely. Because I don't need anything to be done very quickly. But if I did. So yeah, so that's what that's doing. I'm not using the stone farm, so there's no point having that on. And there's no point having that input on. So the next thing is the super smelter input. Now I haven't even connected that up yet. So, and this is, I don't even know what it's going to be for, but you can see what it does. But and this is how it works. You know, it just switches the water streams around, and it's pretty useful. Pretty good way of diverting different items as you want to do it. That's pretty much the base. This is all a work in progress. But why am I? Oh, we could go downstairs. Let's go downstairs. And of course, no base is completely finished without having a gigantic underground section that has absolutely nothing in it. Oh, I guess technically speaking, I do have a little slime farm down here. So there's so many slime chunks down here that I was just getting slime spawning all over the place. So I could be bothered to build a slime farm. So I made a little minecart hopper, and it runs back and forth onto these little things here. And yeah, every time they kill something, if it's running, it'll collect out some slime. It's currently full. I can't bother to empty it right now. I've got some villager breeding going on over there. I've got some villagers over here. These villagers are unfortunately going to be, they're going to be retired. These ones, these farmers, because I've decided that farmers aren't good for anything. That's right. I've decided that they're not good for anything. And these days it's all about the masons. I mean, they're just so good. We've got quartz, we've got bricks, we've got, what more could you want? Okay. Hold, just 1 second. Right. Bricks. In Minecraft. Bricks. Now, if I speak to this guy, what am I buying here? I'm buying 10 brick. What is that? Eh? Mojang, what is that? What is 10 brick? That's not 10 brick, that's 10 bricks. Yeah? But here's the thing. This is bricks. 48 bricks. Yeah, that makes sense. Bricks. 10 brick? How do you refer to that? Oh, I'm going to convert. I need to get some bricks. So I need to get I need to get maybe 5 stacks of brick. And then each of them are made of 64 brick. And then I'm going to make them all into bricks. Oh no, I don't like it. I don't like the nomenclature. The nomenclature. I don't know. The naming thing. I don't. You know what I mean? Alright. So yeah, and we have a nice bit of space around here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably nothing. I like it being roomy. I like my underground being nice and roomy. It also means I've lit up most of this area, which is good for the mob drop farm. Now where am I going? Oh, here we are. Okay. And yeah, just ignore the shulker box mess, because I do. And we're back. So there's 2 more things left to introduce. This is one of them. This is the first farm I built on here, and it's a drown farm. Now, my recommendation for anyone that wants to build a drown farm is this isn't the one to build. Now, very, very weird. So they come down here and they go into here, and then someone has to be here to dispatch them. I'm not going to be able to get out of here, am I? Come on, see if I can glitch my way out. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This is a good time to talk about my clicky keyboard. I know I've got a clicky keyboard. Might even do something about it at some point. I do like it. It's a nice mechanical keyboard. So we have got. I'm about to run out of rockets, aren't I? This is the drown farm, and you may have guessed it already. Inside there is a turtle egg, because drowned don't like turtles. So if a drowned gets too close to there, they get sucked in by their want of smashing on turtle eggs. You know, as any reasonable person is wont to do, and they get sucked in there and then killed by anyone AFKing up there. Now, weirdly enough, when I first built that farm, I AFK'd it overnight, and I got 1 trident from it. Now, that's pretty good, but when you consider how many rotten flesh I got from it, it's actually amazing. I got about 5 rotten flesh all night, AFKing that, and I got 1 trident. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. We need rockets. Rockets. Where are the rockets? They're not in here. If only I had a way of making rockets. That should do. Thank you for your service. Let's pop that straight back into here. Into here. There we go. And don't want a litter. Let's do this. Let's get this. Let's get paper. Don't need that anymore. Paper. Don't need that anymore. That. Rockets. Go away. Rockets. There we go. Alright. Now, and the other farm that I wanted to show you very quickly is the raid farm. So this is Raiseworks raid farm. I found that it needs some modifications to work. I'm not sure if it's to work on a server or to work at a different Y level that Ray built his at. I don't know, but the way that it brings on the hero of the village aspect seems to be not very reliable. It's more reliable when you time the bottom villager and the top villager independently. That seems to make it work. But honestly, the amount of drops you get from having, 1 or 2 villagers up here, which is all I want because there's a villager limit on the server, it's not worth it. Not at all. So my point of view, didn't need the hero of the village aspect, but you know, it's nice to have, and I've got a Fletcher in there, so you get the odd extra little bit of arrows. And it has to be built far away from the base, otherwise you'll accidentally spawn a huge amount of raid mobs that come all over the place and trample all your crops and pillage and loot and all sorts of nasty things. We don't want that. We want them all to die a very cuddly and playful death in here. Yeah, so that's the raid farm, and that's it. That's all there is so far. You know, it's not much, but I call it home. So yeah, we're going to be focusing on some projects over the next weeks, months, and probably not more than that. And I think, you know, we'll see what we'll do next, shall we? Hey, so you know when you do something and then you realise that you've been doing something and it's just not worked. Well, I just did that because I realised that I didn't press record for the last couple of minutes. I forgot to press record, and here I am doing it all again. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all anyone could ever have time for in one video, and what we'll do is we'll leave it there. There's a bunch of stuff that I'm working on, so the next video will be probably something showcasing something I'm working on. So we've got 2 things, maybe 3 things I want to showcase. I think the next one's going to be stasis. I mentioned that earlier on, and I really like stasis. I really like it, and actually, it's what inspired me to set up a YouTube video thing in the first place, because I thought it was pretty cool, and I kind of wanted to be able to share it with the Minecraft community in some way. It's nothing new. It's an ender pearl stasis chamber. It's nothing new. It's just the way I've delivered it, and a little bit of inspiration is coming from HERMITCRAFT with the mycelium resistance emergency button, because that was just so cool. And I think it could be cool. It could be cool. There could be other uses for it that could be very cool, especially with the wonders of a shopping district. Boom, boom, boom. We're thinking diamonds. We're thinking diamonds. But what have we got? What else we got? Another concept as well that's going to come up. I might showcase the sheep farm. I'll have a look. I bet there's somebody that's done something very, very similar already. And actually, the functionality of being able to switch off a sheep farm, does anyone really care? It's a lot of pistons to do it. So I'll have a look. Maybe I'll showcase it. It'd be pretty cool. The rainbow sheep farm. What else? Oh yeah, so there is something else going on, and all I'm going to say for it for now is it involves explosions, but no TNT. Yeah, because there's no TNT dupers on this server. Oh no, none of that. Can I fly through it? Woo! Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Do let me know if you have. Leave a like. If you don't like it, then don't leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe, all you couple of people who've watched this. It really helps the channel. But yeah, gonna love you and leave you there. Peace.